Hey guys, what is up? Tabs here from the Urban Goddess shop, and today's video we are talking about the news. We're talking about the shipping update in Canada if you're from the States. This doesn't apply to you, but who knows? This could be something that they roll out down to our southern friends. Could be worth paying attention to. All right, I'm just gonna jump right into this. I just got off work. I was gonna wait till Friday, but I'm like, I'm hearing you guys. My heart breaks for those that this is going to negatively impact. And I do think it's going to have an impact on everyone, even if you live close and things like that, because I think it is going to have an impact on people buying. I do think it's also going to have a positive impact on people buying because a lot of people are going to be getting a substantial decrease in shipping costs. Let's just start this off by going over the facts. This is just what Poshmark has released. I feel like there's still a lot of gray areas and I really wanted to wait for these details. I think it's best that we just start talking about it now. So I just want to start with, please no like bashing crazy comments, okay? I'm open for discussion and I'm open for like expressing how you feel, but I don't want just like straight out negative comments, okay? Because that's not good for anyone. And I am a solution finder. That is my role in life, is to help people find solutions and to grow their businesses. So I feel like we could use this to do some brainstorming and work together. And how do we get around this? Okay. So the facts. There's two shipping carriers now. We have Canada Post and Purolator. Canada Post shipping, there's no discount anymore. It is $17.99. And for those of you that are not aware, that is actually the standard shipping rate for their smallest box of up to 2 kg. Maybe it's 2.5. I think Posh's is 2.5 kg. They are also offering Purolator at-home delivery, which would have been similar to Canada Post at-home delivery. And this is going to be $13.49. This is the old price of Canada Post. And now you have an option for Purolator pickup, which is $8.99. Those are like kind of the standard prices. You can still do your shipping discount. So if you're sending OTLs, offers to likers, you're able to do your $3.50 shipping discount, $6.50 or free. And how this breaks down, it doesn't actually give them $9.99 shipping on the Canada Post one, but it does work for the Purolator home. Let's go over these prices. I'm gonna actually put a graphic down below that just kind of shows it as we're talking. If you offer someone $9.99 shipping through Canada Post, they're gonna pay $14.49. Purolator at home delivery, they're gonna get that $9.99 shipping as previously. But if they choose Purolator pickup, they're gonna get shipping for $5.49. That's a pretty big discount. Like, we've never seen these prices here in Canada for shipping through Poshmark. Now the next one is the $6.99 shipping, which through Canada Post is the $11.49. Purolator at home $6.99. Purolator pickup $2.49. And then obviously free is free for home delivery pickup. Through Canada Post, they would still pay $4.50. So that's just kind of how it's breaking down. This is the lowest historical shipping rate Posh has been able to provide since coming to Canada three years ago. I do think that this deserves, some sort of applause. Like, this is historical shipping rates. I mean, the downside is it's just not available to everyone, and that's the saddest part. But I do believe that Poshmark is trying to negotiate on behalf of us and find, a good shipping rate, which I don't know. I have mixed feelings about Canada Post. I sometimes wonder if Canada Post just isn't willing to negotiate as much anymore because their costs are going up. Gas price has doubled. They now have sliding scale fuel charges. Like, there's a lot of things going on in the economy, and I'm wondering if Canada Post just wasn't willing to negotiate. Now, I don't know why Purolator did. I don't have these inside details. These are just like thoughts going on in my head. I think the economy is in a really fragile state right now. We're going to see this effect in many, many areas. This is just one of them. Now, Posh has stated that you can choose at-home delivery or pickup from Purolator location and encourages us to check for our closest local store or location using the link in the blog post. I just went in through the app and did I think I tried to purchase an item and just went towards my shipping options, and then it just showed up the closest location. So my closest location is about a 15 to 17 minute drive from my house. My previous Canada Post location was 7 minutes. So it is about double the time to get there. I do go that way to get groceries, so it's not that far for me. I could swing through after work. I am gonna have to check it out and see if they have a drop, because I'm pretty sure our location actually has like a drop box in the wall. So even if the location, the Purolator location was closed when I get off work at 8 p.m., I'm like 99% sure that I can actually just open a little box, slide my parcel in and shut it and be able to drop it off. I will keep you guys posted on that, and I highly recommend you going to your local location and finding out if that is an option for you. They've also stated that we can choose home pickup for their parcels. This I'm not sure of. I have not tried myself. I am working the next couple of days, so I was just gonna go to Purolator on Friday and check it out for myself. This, I have heard mixed comments. I've had a couple of people message me and said it was super easy. They ordered their pickup. One person even lives in an apartment, and she said they just buzzed and came up to her apartment. And I've heard a few people now in the comments on Poshmark Instagram, or Poshmark Canada's Instagram, that Purolator told them that Poshmark packages are not going to qualify for at-home pickup. Again, I cannot confirm either of these things because I have not tried. I do feel like that at-home pickup was going to be a perk for me, but if it's not available, I'm just going to have to drive. I do think there's also some like really big issues with this. So these are kind of just the facts that I've seen. Okay, so I want to cover what I think the biggest issue is and what Posh does have control over. So number one, Poshmark had control of communication with us. These changes were not discussed with us, and not that they, like, here's the reality, guys, they don't need to ask our permission. I know we all feel like we have, like they should, but they don't have to, and we do not own the app. This is like one of the flaws, and I think like risks of selling on third-party platforms. We are placing our business in their hands and hoping that they have our best interest at heart. And I feel like I had this conversation a couple months ago with all of you guys that I don't always think Poshmark cares about us. Like, I don't know how to say this, but they're a business, and at the end of the day, I just don't think, I don't know. I feel like I got kicked out of the cool club for Poshmark a couple months ago, and I enjoy selling on there. It is a majority of my income, but I wouldn't say I'm like Team Posh, if that makes sense. And I don't agree with their communication. I am also a Poshmark 2 ambassador, same as many of you guys, and we did not get privy to any information, which was like one of the things about becoming a Poshmark 2 ambassador. So I just feel like this has been handled very poorly. But I commented on someone's post and I said, fool us once, shame on us. Fool us twice, and I'm done with this. Do you know what I mean? Like this game is getting old, and I feel like this is the time where we start to take control of our businesses and make decisions. Okay, so I'm going to cover more of that later. So number two, this is another thing that Posh has control over, and I think it's as simple as adding a toggle for people that don't have access to Purolator. So if you don't have access to Purolator, you're just going to switch it off and you only accept Canada Post. It is crappy, definitely, 100%. But that is their two shipping options. So I feel like that a majority of the people that are really upset, it's that they weren't given an option. And I think this toggle would solve a lot of problems in that sense. Now, there are other issues, but you will have control over which carrier you accept, right? The rates at which Canada Post charges, Posh does not have control over that. That would be our choice as a business owner, is where we are going to sell and what we feel works for our business models. Okay, so let's go into, we just talked about the two things that I think Posh has control over. Let's go over the things that I don't think Poshmark Canada has control over. And the biggest one is the postal rates. They actually do not control that. They can do their best to negotiate, but they do not set those rates. That is not a company that they own. I do believe they have done their best to negotiate prices in the past, and I wonder if it's just not working anymore. And Canada Post now having a sliding scale for charges. I have shipped small items through eBay that would have cost me $16 before and are now costing over $22. Like, that is a really big increase for a small item. It's really weird. Like, sometimes it just doesn't even make sense to me. So I do calculated shipping on everything that I sell on other platforms because of this. I just I don't know what to expect anymore for shipping rates. I have received lots of comments, lots of feedback. I put a poll on my Instagram. The poll was actually probably like 55% of people that were unhappy with it, 45% of people that were okay with it. I do wonder if out of the 55 people that were not okay, how many of those it was more of an inconvenience for shipping, because I have received a lot of comments on that it's, 15, 20 minutes. Some people are saying it's a half hour away. I mean, obviously that sucks, but again, that's like, it's just hard because they don't have control of those sites. I don't know what other options there are for shipping that would work with them and that is willing to negotiate rates right now. I don't know. I know a lot of people are talking about Vinted. I don't know how Vinted gets their rates, and I'm wondering if they're doing a huge supplementation on the postal rates to get people selling on Vinted, and maybe that'll change. I have no idea. I think that they're absorbing some costs, some big costs there to get their company off and going. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I don't sell on the platform. It's not my preferred platform. I have no interest in selling on them, so I can't really speak on behalf of Vinted. Yeah, okay, so lots of the concerns I'm reading are from rural buyers and sellers, and further routes for drop off or like just not possible. Like, for some people it's 2 to 4 hours away, and that just does not work. These are so valid, and it breaks my heart because I'm friends with you guys. Like, I'm friends with these with you that live rurally, and we talk all the time, and I don't know what the solution is. I mean, obviously the one solution would be that toggle and you just choose Canada Post, which puts you at an unfair disadvantage because your shipping rates are naturally just going to be higher. Yeah, I don't have a solution for that, and my heart breaks. I don't know. I wish I had answers. I feel like I've said this a lot. I wish I had more answers, and I just don't. I'm wondering if we just have to give it a week or two for them to work out the bugs, and maybe they don't change anything. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I used to have a lot of confidence in them, and I just don't have it anymore. So, things that we can do. So what do we have control over in our business? We can list on other platforms. This is like the last time we are talking about this. You need to put your eggs in more baskets. Relying on one platform is no longer acceptable, okay? Like, we're agreeing here. It is no longer okay. If you rely on reselling as an income and a way that you're supporting yourself or your family, then you need to grow your business now, okay? This may not be the platform for everyone anymore, which makes me sad because I do think this is going to have an effect on sellers and buyers. And truthfully, at the end of the day, I just want to see you guys succeed. So we need to find new ways to succeed. And if Poshmark isn't that, then it's time to start listing to other platforms. You can try Vinted, you can go on Depop, there's Etsy, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Vistair, Grailed, I feel like is another one. I don't know, like, drop them in the comments. Which platforms are you selling on? Is there some new platforms that you've been enjoying? Like, I'd love to hear about them. And I think it would be beneficial for us to, spread our wings and try different ways of reselling. I know shipping prices are crazy. Sorry, I had to write these notes down because there's like so many things to cover, and I'm in the middle of a work stretch and it's really crazy. We are very burnt out. Healthcare workers are extremely burnt out right now. So it takes like all my brain power to do things after work, after working 12 hours. Okay, but I want you to keep in mind that people pay calculated shipping on other platforms. All my other platforms that I sell on, I charge calculated shipping, and people pay those rates. So if people want the items that you are selling, they will pay shipping for it. So if your shipping price is $17.99, they're going to pay that if they want the item. I do think that this might be the time to reevaluate your business and maybe reevaluate your business model. Is there changes that you could make that would help make more sales, basically? And I did hear some people talk about raising their prices so that they could offer, you know, $6.99, or what's the shipping discount, that $6.50 shipping discount. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so sorry, guys. I wish I had more answers. Another concern that I've read, and I haven't experienced yet because I won't be packaging up my parcels until tomorrow, was the username has now been removed from the shipping label on Purolator. This sucks because I actually use that username. So what I do is I batch print my labels and then I pull up my sales on my phone, and the username usually pops up like when you look at that sales, and then I just match it to the shipping labels. Them not having the username on the shipping label is going to be a pain in my butt. Definitely. That means I'm going to have to go through emails, which I don't know. I did put in a suggestion to Poshmark Canada that it be brought up, and maybe that's a tweak that they can do on their end. We will see, because I feel like it's going to be a common complaint from a lot of people. So hopefully they can get that changed. Some more concerns that I read were scanning and tracking of parcels, and that Purolator doesn't actually scan the parcel when you drop it off. I don't know this, like I don't have facts on this because I have not personally mailed anything, but I did order something yesterday. It did show up as tracking, and actually it was out for delivery today. I think maybe I need to, oh shoot, I totally forgot to follow up with that. I don't know where people are getting the information on that, because my package was scanned and it was tracking through Purolator. I saw a comment about weight, and Poshmark did reply that all standard labels are for 2.5 kilograms, regardless of what the label says on it. Like I think the labels are saying 2 pound max, but they said that's not true. It is the 2.5 kg, same as before. And they said the same increased rates apply. I don't know about this, because I was curious about this too last night, and I selected an item that I have to ship out. I went to increase the weight on it to, like I said, order new shipping label, increased weight, and it wouldn't let me select it to add weight. That I don't know about either. I'm gonna have to look further into that. If you have had to do that, let me know, or if you have access to it, let me know, because that one I'm not quite sure about. In closing, here are my comments. If reselling is your livelihood and this is your business, this is your primary income, you need to be selling on more platforms. Anytime we are selling and we're running our business through a third party, we are literally placing our business in their hands and hoping for the best. And I don't really like that method. I feel like it's time for us to put our eggs in multiple baskets, right? Down in the States, I hear about it a lot more, where people are selling on multiple platforms, and here in Canada, it's not as common. I do think if reselling is your primary income, you need to expand. Like you don't have a choice. This is your business, this is your livelihood, this is your income. Now you can do your cross-listing by hand, or you can use software. There's a couple different ones. I know that Vendoo and List Perfectly do not work on Canadian websites. I do use Prime Lister. I highly recommend them. I have a link down below if you're wanting to start cross-listing. You can try them for 7 days for free and see if it works for you. If it doesn't matter. I am an affiliate, so I do receive a small percentage of sales, but honestly, guys, I wouldn't recommend something to you if I didn't stand behind it. And that's why I actually don't recommend a lot of things to you guys, because there's not many products that I stand behind. But yeah, I enjoy them. It's definitely made my life easier. And I'm in the same boat as you guys right now. I'm going to start cross-listing more over to eBay. I haven't been cross-listing as much because sales were okay for a little bit, but the last 2 weeks they've just been like slow. And considering today is Wednesday, this week is starting off to a slow start as well. It is time for me to start cross-listing, and for you as well. All right. I wish I had more answers. I don't. This change is difficult. I think there's a lot of gray space. There's a lot of like unanswered questions. I hope that they work through the bugs. I think the biggest issue right now is that toggle. It's just because right now it's like forcing you, if you live rural, to ship through Purolator, and that just does not work for a lot of people. So I feel like if they put that toggle there where you could at least select that your closet doesn't offer Purolator, that would solve that problem, and your buyers would just have to use Canada Post. I don't know, it's crazy. It's crazy. The world is crazy right now in general. I feel like there's a lot of anger right now, and we really have to start working on solutions. So how do we get forward? We can't change this. How do you still succeed in your business? What do you do next, right? And that's something that you have to think about. Where do you go from here? All right, guys, I am here for you. Drop in the comments. You can even just let me know how this is impacting you. Is it gonna work for you? Is it not? Is it inconvenient? Like, just tell me, how is this impacting your business? I wanna know how this is affecting everyone. And I don't want, like, some people are gonna be okay with this and they're gonna be happy about it because it works really well for them, and I don't want anyone hating on them. They're not being tone deaf, they're just sharing their opinion, okay? So in the comments, you're allowed to be happy, you're allowed to be upset about it, but how is this affecting you, and what do you think you're going to do next? How does this change your business model? Are you going to be going to different platforms? Do you have any ideas? And maybe if you have an idea, sharing it will help someone else that's in a similar situation. We are a strong community together, with or without Posh. We as a reseller community are supportive, we are here for each other, and we are going to find ways to work around this and to still succeed. Let's put our heads together and let's try and come up with some solutions. All right, I'm out of here. I'm wishing you guys many sales, and I will see you next time. Bye.